As I look around this empty room and a camera, I just have one thing to say. You, yes, you, on the Facebook and all YouTube live stream. And I say and all because you have to be on the both of them. If you're not on the both of them, what you're doing? But, with all of that said, welcome to the Roots Poetry Slam 2022. Empty room, can I get an applause, please? Thank you very much. Now, my name is simple, but you'll get that very shortly. I'm kidding. All you welcome. Oh gosh, I couldn't keep up the act for too long. I'm getting eyes right now all over. Eyes on me. In the empty room, eyes on me. Welcome to the Roots Poetry Slam. We here, semi-finals. Y'all, if all you see, people ready. People right now all over practicing. I don't know where they're coming from. They're just gonna pay. Right? So, my name is Jaron Rees. And once again, welcome. I'm glad you're joining me. I'll let people join in a little bit. I'm hoping it's going good. Drop some fires in the chat. Drop some flames in the chat. If you see all of the people name on the list, who are you ready for? Who are you expecting? Who is your, where's the line? Who's your, nah, bias nothing. Who you want to win? They semi-finals, who you want to go through, but forget go through. Who you want to win? Who you have winning this thing? Because earlier we have 10 wonderful performers here tonight. And of that 10, 7 going and go through. 7 going through to meet our reigning champion, Ray Clark, in the finals to make that a monster show. So, I just saying, if we could get alive, that'd be real nice now. But it's cool. I not complain, I fighting now nobody. This is as live as it gets right now, and just taking my back, but Emmanuel behind the controls, in front of the camera, Isaiah nothing. This is real fun. This is cool. This is great. I love this right now. So I feel like I talking plenty, and I want to hear poems. But earlier, you know how the thing does start. We cannot just have poet number 1 come out and mash up the place. We had a warming up. We had a warm up to it. And earlier, I want to get ready for this warm up. Breathe for 3 seconds. Breathe with me. This young man, who isn't very young anymore, has not performed a poem in Trinidad in over a year. Earlier, the man only comes out once a year, and it is for Cascadoo. Big up Cascadoo. So, as soon as he comes and stands next to me on the right and he ready, I'll be here. And I'll say his name because watch now. Earlier, when I say his name, the whole place burning down and I show nothing. I real sorry for who had to perform after he, which is 10 people. Which is, and I nearly say his name. The man went away. He even performed in Trinidad, and he went New York. And he performed. So everybody, I want earlier to drop it in the chat. And everybody in the empty room, I need you to go crazy for a young man who pushing what? Pushing 30? He getting up there, anybody. In the better half. He in the better half earlier. Everybody welcome and bring to the stage, the trip there, a young man by the name of Emmanuel Villafana. Go crazy, everybody.
The sound of the bell indicates that class has begun. And as I look around, I see that today is one where smiles fill faces, others' hearts are racing, and a wave of pride fills the atmosphere. I can't breathe, but I'm used to it. Used to the stifling songs of sons whose fathers actually stuck around. You see, today is one where our fathers would speak for us, where their utterances of success determines which of us is best suited to win life's game. And quite frankly, I'm ashamed, exposed, unable to control the roles that my father played. So when the teacher called my name, well, Daddy couldn't make it today. But he insists that a few words be said anyway. My throat numb. My voice somewhere in lost and found. My heart beating faster than this ongoing conundrum. I'm 4 beats away from the front of the class. I'm 2 beats away. Good day, class. Well, my daddy is a jack of all trades. My daddy is a jack of all trades, applying himself to jobs that don't pay. First job, plumber. Daddy's eyes would shine bright every time a cracked pipe was in sight. But in light, Daddy would not ignite these white pipes, so Daddy often enlightened Ma that he wouldn't be coming home at night. If only Daddy was touching his wife the way he was touching those pipes, then maybe Mommy's eyes would stop leaking. But Daddy was no king. Daddy was a jack, so Mommy had to face facts, work hard and put back pipes to make her home whole, only to come home and see Daddy hard, fitting his pipe into all the wrong holes. Well, that didn't flow with Ma, so Ma didn't run. Instead, Mommy pulled out a gun. Daddy's throat numb. Daddy's voice somewhere in lost and found. Daddy's heart beating down his chest like a pirate on percussion. Daddy's 2 shots away from being fired. But those 2 shots, they were never fired. It was Mommy's desire to be forgiven. She believed that the threat of death was enough to ensure that he quitted. But deep down, Daddy was still a plumber, and Daddy was a man. So Daddy didn't always understand what Mommy was facing. So as Mommy puts down the gun, Daddy picks up his wrench and he sinks Mommy's face in. What kind of plumber would allow that much water to be wasting, draining? Clearly, Daddy lacked basic training, constantly breaking under the pressure. Bursting with depression, Daddy had become a crack piper, a joker. Nah, my daddy was a jack of all trades, applying himself to more jobs that don't pay. Next job, boxer. Daddy's insecurities are defined by the fine line between pleasure and pain. I'll knock out any man that looks at her, he's saying. Daddy's gone insane, and it's like the rules of the game changing, because our home now a boxing ring. Round 1. Get ready as the atmosphere gets heavy. Wait, the atmosphere gets heavy. Wait, that must mean the heavyweight's home. Great, the heavyweight's face laced with signs of hatred as he burst through the front door wasted. Clearly the heavyweight's been training hard. The heavyweight comes home with punching in a bag. Wait, no, Dad, don't come home with punching in a bag. Dad, Mom might have an hourglass figure, but she isn't made of sand. Daddy, don't make Mommy a punching bag. Daddy, don't make Mommy a punching bag. Daddy's punching hard. No chaser. And now Mommy have to suck salt because Daddy's trying to kill her. Oh, the irony that although Daddy's no longer a plumber, he could still make Mommy's eye runny. I guess once you go jack, you never go back. Your black, bad, sad excuse for a dad. I wondered if all boxers fought the way you do, standing in the red corner but beating your wife's cornea till it turns blue. You choose to misuse this family like novice tradesmen misuse tools, and you cool. The sound of the bell indicates our class is done. And as I look around,
I hear whispers of he still have it in the background. I guess he cool. Well, you thought he was good? YouTube chat, you thought he was good? I find that was a good way to start off the show. Like, why snarl you? That is a, forget fan favorite, that was a Jaron favorite right there. I was real happy. See, I looking around and I just seeing smiles in the empty room. Wow. Oh, are you ready to get into the show? Let me see, let me look around and make sure my first poet ready to get into the show. I see my first poet ready. Nice. Word. Well, earlier, I don't want to hold you up too long, you know. But, you know, I had to hold you up a little bit longer. So, the semi-finals was written on a prompt, and that prompt was Deep Underground There Lives. So you're going to see 10 brilliant, interesting, innovative takes on that prompt. Now, what they do with it is up to them. We just give them the prompt. So, without further ado, I want my first performer to come and stand up right where I'm pointing. Right there. And look in my eyes right now, viewers. She there. Or he. We don't know who coming first. I don't know who coming first. I lie. I know who coming first. So, coming first to the stage, we have an actual young person, a young lady by the name of Alexandria Douglas. Everybody give it up for Alex, please.
Can you do it a little lower? Yeah. deep underground, there lives a me I don't really want to think about. I hear her banging on my 12th rib to the beat of Katy Perry's Firework. She's down there with my nonsensical dreams, those that require me to feel minuscule hardships pressing indents into my forearms, sticking to my skin as I try to shovel my dreams out of the dirt of impossibility. More of improbability. I see success stories rolling across my feed, and I swallow the 10 thoughts that tell me that could be me. But I know dreams don't trump goals. Dreams don't quickly grow legs to hop over any troubles that might come at me. It tells them to bring it, pretends I know some semblance of fighting skills to beat those troubles. And I'm not sure if watching Kung Fu Panda movies really qualifies me to do that. But dreams never stop existing. I forget sometimes the strength they give. Well, actively ignore is the better phrase. How much fire it burns to keep me going. So maybe I can steal my dreams from within, bring them into reality by molding them, pressing into that bright lump of clay until every bone in my hands ache and my wrists feel so stiff they can barely move. Maybe then I'll know, because I either need to start something or wrench them from inside of me, leaving behind a decimated trail, one that tells the story of why I don't think of becoming a model anymore, or why I tell myself I'm not capable of starting my own business, even though there are 542 million entrepreneurs in the world, or the small everyday dreams like dressing elaborately no matter where I'm going, even if people look at me weird as I'm picking up cheese at Massey. I don't want to forget that I am my main character. It's hard to admit that the little me behind my 12th rib, the one that has been so graciously carrying all my dreams, is actually carrying all the things I've been secretly writing to myself, not dreams that could never be, but actually wants. So I have to tell her to hold on a little while longer, till the day I can face myself and tell her thank you, till the day I can tell her I can take it from here. Thank you.
Boop, boop, boop. Oh yeah, that was Alexandria Douglas. Everybody give it up in the chat for her. Flames, claps, applause, whatever it is you want to do to make sure noise is going off. And hey, I see you now, I see you now in the YouTube chat and in the Facebooks. Javon, Dominique, Stacy, I see you. Yeah. Nice, everybody. That was Alexandria Douglas once again. Earlier this year, she made it in the National Slam. She was a semi-finalist, you know. Let me see where else we could take our little craft. Let me see where else she could go with it. So, moving along, we have a young man who was here in the Slam last year. He was a finalist last year. Last year, he placed top 3. And this year, where is that? You say you're coming to win this year? Earlier, I hear the man tell me he coming to win this year. That is beyond me. That is between him and the camera and whoever else willing to decide whether he want to make it or not. So, here, I see him already standing where I want him to stand, which is great. So, coming up next, we have a man, young man, by the name of Brandon Butcher. Everybody make some noise for Brandon, please.
Afternoon, everyone. Deeply disguised in your DNA and genetic coding lies the reason you're unable to sleep at night. Why, even though you know right from wrong and the means to get things done, it's often difficult to get up and get it right. Buried deeply in you is disguised hurt and pain you've never experienced. Feelings of weariness that don't match your sleeping patterns, why the clouds are so dark even on your sunny days, why you can't look at open fields because your heart begins to race, slaves to the mistakes that you make leading to intergenerational degradation. Because you see, deep Underground there lives a lineage laced with separation, cause you see deep. Underground there lives a lineage laced with depression. So this is the 5th generation. Enter separation. Right now I so frustrated. Dog, my girl now messaged to say she pregnant since April and I don't know how to reply to that. So I just left her unread. You have to understand, I'm only 23 and really ready to be a father yet. See, my father left long before I was born, but look at me. I turned out quite all right. So my son wouldn't need me to be there for him. His mother's a gem. She will raise him right, instill the fear of God in him. Teach him right and wrong so he wouldn't make the same mistakes I did or my father did. Or his father did. Or his father's father did. My son will break this curse. Or maybe his son will. Or maybe his son's son will, but as of now, it cannot be me. And so continues the cycle of separation buried deeply. The reason you're unable to sleep at night, forfeiting your role as a father, 23 years young, hoping the next generation gets it right. Hope they get it right. So this is the 6th generation. Enter depression. If you're reading this note, it's probably too late. And look, before you say anything, I tried everything, but I just can't make. And they say this life is a give and take. But lately, all I've been doing is taking. The pain I've been feeling from just being alive is enough to leave my life breaking. 2, I spit personality. No, it's a break in 2. I spit personality. One is telling me to be strong, while the other one is telling me to just jump. Get it over with already. But I have a son, and maybe this may be too much of a burden to carry. On the other hand, right now he's with his granny. And I know when I'm gone, she'll take good care of him. And still, the fear of God in him. Teach him right and wrong so he wouldn't make the same mistakes I did or my father did. Or his father did. Or his father's father did. Listen, my son will break this curse. Or maybe his son will. Or maybe his son's son will. But as of now, it cannot be me. And so continues the cycle of depression buried deeply. The reason you're unable to sleep at night, forfeiting your life, leaving those who you love and who love you behind, hoping the next generation gets it right. When will you realize that this curse of intergenerational degradation will not end until you step up and put an end to old habits and behaviors without leaving the next generation to fend for themselves?
Keep clapping, I need a moment. Keep clapping, please. I need a second. Thank you. My God, that one hit a little too close to home. In other news, this is a poetry slam. So, you know, you're going to get some of those. It's like, wow, that man write a poem for summer we. But this isn't the place for that. Everybody, go to therapy. All right, so moving swiftly along, that was performer number 2. We have so much more to go, and that is just 2 performances in, and I already speechless. I already running out of adjectives to describe these poets. If I say young man or young woman one more time, they might slap me, and I don't want to get slapped. But that's besides the point. Earlier, once again, give it up for Brandon Butcher, flames in the chat, claps, not real life. Thanks for the end, thanks empty room, thanks. Nice. So, everybody, all you good so far? All you cool? All you get 3 monster poets so far, 3 monster poems. And I know it have only monster ones coming out again for the rest of the evening. Speaking of monster poems, we have a young man coming all the way from not just South, South. I talk in Point Fortin. And earlier, 5-second story time, I went and dropped this youth home at night. I didn't realize South went past San Fernando, I can't lie. And I went real past San Fernando. I was like, wow. I was like, I understand how men could go and meet the girl. Like, I from the east, Like, the drive down wasn't bad. But me and my cousin drive back from Point Fortin to Arima in silence. We wasn't talking for nothing. We was just quiet. We just wanted to reach home. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. But that is besides the point. Coming to the stage next, we have a young man hailing from Point Fortin. Coming to the stage, we have Mr. Jabari Collins. Well, everybody welcome him onto the stage, please.
Yeah. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. The reference might be lost. but the message remains the same. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. In this kingdom that many of you may not know, propaganda and misinformation was the way to win the war, but there is no war in Ba Sing Se. They say this same statement and repeat it over and over because some things need to stay below the surface. Since 1948, in 1984, we saw that speaking things into existence is a practice that transcends reality because Big Brother said so. And now we see that speaking things out of it works just as well. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Although this isn't a real place, we still see real tactics. And that is so similar to what we see here. People say that this isn't a real place, but we still see real war tactics, see men reload semi-automatics and act as if there is no law in Trinbago anyway. Raise the volume on the surround sound and dance now, because this is the forever story. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. I say as if we're not already experiencing wartime prices. Watch how hard this life is. Watch how many people making sacrifices. Watch how much we struggle simply trying to survive this. But nah, there is no war in Ba Sing Se, so I still find a way to spend thousands on kits and tickets for Stink and Dirty, FOC, and Jam Naked, because outside real nice, sipping some punching with ice, more fire, while we watch the world burn and ignore the fact that deep underground there lives and breeds a war that is waiting to be waged. I say as if Ba Sing Se hasn't been under siege for the past umpteen years. And we just get so good at fighting this damn good fight that without even acknowledging it, we here surviving it. And I know that why you still there, Lion King, although everything isn't Hakuna Matata. If we don't laugh, we'll cry. And if we don't dance, we'll fall. So I don't blame you for taking all of our fears and worries and pushing it deep, deep underground. Because the war is kind of like a horn. That is to say, there is no war in Ba Sing Se. As long as you don't take it on. Thank you.
Oh yeah, just let her pretend, you know. Emmanuel, cut this part out, yeah? Cut this part. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Thank you, everybody. Earlier, that was Jabari Collins. I'm going to get a second round of applause now. Yeah. Nice. Thank you. This empty room is making noise. And you know what Jaron is making? Sanitization. Yeah. Earlier, it's been a long day. It's been a long day, but we're keeping it pushing. That was performer number 3. Earlier, how are you enjoying the show so far? Let me know in the comments. You know, who you see so far that you like the most? Who you looking forward to seeing? Let me know. And if you don't drop a comment, I will be in the corner of your bedroom tonight in the dark corner, and I'll be watching you sleep. Each and every one of you. I wouldn't do anything, but I'd be watching, lurking. And when you wake up in the morning, you just wake up with red mark on your wall. Why you didn't comment? So moving swiftly along, we have our 4th performer of the night, of the evening. It's night yet? Nah, it's still early. Coming to the stage next, we have a young lady by the name of Taskila October. Taskila, come and take the stage. A round of applause, everybody.
Good afternoon, everybody. Beyond the depth of this earth lies a no clue mystery. Can anybody hear me? As the heat cooked every skin on my body, my spaceful breathing got smaller and smaller. Help, where am I? The soil started sinking me deeper and deeper into a dark hole, only for darkness to surround me with fear. Trying to break out of this tight space that's getting out of air. up and down like a roller coaster ride. Sometimes I think it would be easier off if I died. As insects nibbles my skin left and right, looking for a way to make my escape. For hours and hours, I finally got the opportunity to remove the lid of the coffin. Dust and darkness, there isn't any light. Pain and suffering I have got to fight. After digging and digging inside this fearful place where a feeling of death hung upon the light, I still could not have seen a creak of light. Water ran down my face like a flowing river as I counted my soul dead with no help, finally realizing I'm buried alive. Help, help, can anybody hear me?
Oi, she walk off stage and she grabbed her chest. Oh gosh, it's over. It's done. She performed. I'm gonna pull out my, poem. So fire and fantastic. I had to try and cool it off for the sanitization bottle, because COVID not real. Nice, Alia. Boom. That was Taskila. How you feeling, Taskila? Good job. Very good job. Thank you very much for participating. We appreciate all of you. And Alia, we're coming up to the halfway mark. This next performer number 5, she not new to the Roots Poetry Slam. She was here before. And let me see what she come to do this time. We have a few poets from a little where's our organization? $3.45. 2 cents, the 2 cents movement. Yeah, we have a couple of poets from the 2 cents movement, and she's the first one here. Yeah, nobody, Alina clapping for the organization. Nice, Ali in the right place, Nice. So, coming to the stage next, we have a young lady by the name, if she could come to where I watched you to come right there, that'd be real nice, so it wouldn't look as bad. Niceness. We have a young lady by the name of Ashley Warwick. Ashley, come and take the stage now.
Deep underground, buried beneath the hills of Paramin and San Fernando, there lives darkness, cracked alabaster boxes full of hatred shoved beneath the crust of the earth. Buried beneath these hills live monsters of colonial making, linen and soft silks on skeletons of those long dead but still waking, seeking, searching, waiting for an ancestor to come and sacrifice their humanity to be their vessel of destruction. Because deep underground there lives the vengeance of our people, the vengeance of the Moko and the Kalanago, innocent souls cut into jaded, jagged zombies that don't know peace. You think you're going to be able to sleep when you finish here this piece? You're mad if you think so, because those who do evil can't get rest, and when you try to curse who the ancestors bless, you best make sure you get a bush bath. Blanch and boil your skin, put salt around your windowsill, because when I come for you, you better be ready. I am the vengeance of this country, not a deity, but you best afraid me because we don't believe in mercy. We haven't had it for years, and I know you're probably thinking that the powers of the ancestors have never touched you, but that's because you don't believe in folklore. Yeah, you just walk backwards to come inside your door, but that's habit, not fate. Not because you're afraid, but you better be. Them dwens that thief and children have nothing on me. The larger blessed that murdering men scared of me. I better than any Sukunya or a Nancy, because the ancestors walk with me. The spirits of the ancestral gods live within me, and my power is beyond your understanding. My footsteps like cracking whips, my knocks like earthquakes before kicking your door while you frantically pray to your God that you see his face, because you
you're not leaving here alive. You're going straight to hell, going down to the darkest, damnedest pit and staying there, but I'm not finished. I'm not done. I'm going and find all the descendants of them slave owners and drag them out one by one and slice, sever, slaughter. You never see a massacre like this since we come on them ships, and you never will again. Because by then, I bet those who escaped my grip would have learned fear, learned humility, or else the Atlantic graveyard would be getting another set of bodies that Ogun would be happy to deal with, or else the Red House would be getting repainted a sanguineous shade. I bet them tiny ghosts that live there want your bodies to torture. This horror has been sanctioned, God ordained and ordered. Decolonization carried out in the name of the Yoruba and the Kalinago. Weapons made turned against in the name of the indigenous and the Afrikaner. Cumulus culminations of culture erased can never return, so the people you made monsters of have now made monsters of me to rewrite history. No longer shall we be seen as weak. My name is Vengeance, not a deity, but you best afraid me because the ancestors walk with me, and the darkness that live in them hills don't live there anymore. And it's you I coming for.
Oh gosh, I'm just stealing it up right here. I have a phone in my hand now, you'll see why that for. Oh gosh, oh yeah. Everybody, a round of applause, keep it going, keep it going. The battle has fight me down a little bit. I missed it a little bit, but that is okay. That is okay. So, again, that was our fifth performer, meaning we halfway there through the show. And you know, I know we have our viewers locked in and live on the inside, but I'm also hoping, not hoping, I know, we have a few judges, you know. Some of them outside, some of them in house with us, you know. So I'll just take the time to big up a few of the judges. Want to just big up a few of the judges one time. So, you know, I want to big up first and foremost Mr. Michael Logie. And I have a little thing inside here. let me read it like how it does read it on Islam. Poet, entrepreneur, National Poetry Slam finalist, parentheses, multiple times. 2021 third place winner, Michael Logie. Everyone give it up for Michael Logie. And the second judge I will be reading for right now, we have a young lady by the name of Shanique Saunders. Spoken word poet, entrepreneur, National Poetry Slam finalist, parentheses, multiple times. Background in theater and Roots Workshop facilitator, and as I was just told, second place in Brave New Voices 2018. Thank you, Shanique, and thank you, Michael Logie. So, you'll hear about the other judges in a little bit, but in the meantime, we have some performances to get through. We're only halfway done, and you know what? I tell myself I wasn't going to say it, but boy, am I glad to be on this side of the slam. I'm so glad I hosting and not judging. Actually, every time they say that, I just want to. Anyways, so coming to the stage next, we have another 2 Cents Movement poet. Everybody kind of bunch up, you know. No one I think about it, but that is okay. That is okay. We have one after the next. So anybody who from 2 Cents on the live, big up your people. Big up your people one time. You know, I see it earlier. Javon, I see that fire you now put. And if you didn't put it, you're now going and put it there. I see her. So coming to the stage, we have one of the next gen, you know, one of the up and comers. And if he ain't come already, he here. Yeah, we just talking, waiting for him to stand in the right spot. He there, he ready, nice, cool. So we have a young man by the name of Mishael Henry. Everybody give it up for Mishael, please.
Down here is the most safest place, the most safest state. Though the stench scent brings my nose to submission, I'll submit under here anyway. Besides, it's just me by myself anyway. Just far from society anyway. One day, while walking down Charlotte Street, All my rage start to build up. I lift the lid up off of a manhole cover and boy, I jump in one time. I rather live underground in the sewer than spend a blasted day in Trinidad. Like I rather live closer to the earth's mantle because I can't handle a next 24 hours here. You see down here, 10 men though dead in a day. You see down here, in this hole, it have no crime. On the hole, under here, the rats does do aerobics on my back. The bridge by my spine has become a treadmill for rodents to tread on. Boy, I tell them, come on. I rather have conversations with the beast of the sewer than the beast bearing skin teeth Trinidadians hiding malice behind the back to seize your piece. Under here, the mosquitoes does play tug of war with my skin. I rather that than a youth with a gun to tug and war with my skin when it start to get cold. I'll build a heap up of waste material and use it as covers to cover myself. And who the hell cares if I get ringworms? Last time I checked, it have no parasites worse than them politics sinking their stinking hand. Thor axe into the nation. Watch how the nation infected with inflation. Who the hell cares if down here smell and stink? Last time I checked, it have nothing worse than these streets that don't have enough hearse to carry away the dead. Who the hell cares? Who the hell say that hell is a place underground? Boy, to hell with them. Last time I checked, it have no devil under here with pitchfork. But in the nation and the streets at Trinidad, it have devils in all forms. Suits and ties. Whatever attire suits them, it's fine. No wonder why the country getting hotter and we don't notice. The pitch on the ground is fire and brimstones we walking on. And know this, deep within the confines, I find myself confiding in the reflection I see in these nasty waters. Deep underground there lives me, a Trinidadian who's seen too much. There's only so much my eyes could take. So I'll be in these stink sewers, for goodness sake.
That was Mishael Henry, everybody. Thank you, Mishael. Everybody give it up for Mishael, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you're seeing, you're seeing, man? No, you're seeing, man? Yeah, nice, okay, cool. So coming to the stage now. Oh God, I can't do all of that. Oh, hey, you're tired on here, boy. Oh, okay, hello. Hi, you're tall again. Whoa, I'm not that tall. Man, not that short either. You know, I'm like average. That's cool. You know, being average is good sometimes. Coming to the stage next, we have a young lady. All you thought I just want to move on like that. Big up Michelle again. All your 2 cents people in the chat. Fires, Vanessa, I seen you. Javon, Dominic, I seen all you. I seen all you bigging up all the people, rapping all the people niceness. Strong. All you one more in. So, coming to the stage next, we have a young lady. I feel like I say young lady all the time. I should switch it up. Where's another? Hey, room, give me an next adjective I could say instead of young. Thanks, darling. As I don't remember, it's empty room and I can't hear nothing and nobody saying anything. We have a lady. Yeah. By the name of Danielle Sweet coming to the stage next. Danielle. It's not the show, but take the stage. Oh, yeah. Claps, everybody.
Writing spoken word is a knack. All this take is tack, attack, fact or fiction, intonation and diction to inflict with friction, indict with indifference, criticisms and the norms of society. To entice and entertain, to pique but not to strain these fickle brains, just express with words of wit, words of war and peace, so you could part with peace of my heart. It's an art, really. But this art hard. This art is a pain. But what is art without a little pain? What is pain without any gain? What is insanity but doing the same thing over and over again? So then, like, all poets insane. Because we'll repeat the same lines twice, thrice, maybe 1,000 times, write poems riddled with rhyme, line after line, deliver peace time after time. Hoping and hoping, but nothing showing. Really, we know that the problems we fixed in the 1900s still rampant. But we're hoping and hoping that this poem will be the poem that will change everything. Something, anything, but we're hoping and hoping to make even a drop in the bucket a change. But we know the state and the rate of change in this economy. I said we hopeful, I never said we done see. But it's not just poets, it's artists, activists, lobbyists. But every nick we could knock, every tick we could tack, never seemed to make any change. So deep underground lives the part of our brain that is tired, that wants to give up, that wants to see fruit to our labor, but there's never any change. Writing spoken word is a knack. All it is take is tack, attack, fact or fiction, intonation, and writing spoken word is a knack. All it is take is tack, attack, fact or fiction, intonation, and writing spoken word is a knack. All it is take is being insane.
Oh yeah, I know a thing or two about writing spoken word, but we're not here for that right now. Right now as a host. But you know, if anybody in the room wants it, why is that what you say? Well, empty room I say anybody who I bring 3 for 3, bring 100. So I know, I ain't too great at this thing yet. But you know, y'all, we are here, but we're going to jump to a quick break, real quick, because all you thought you were just getting 10 poets one time? Nah, you'll get another performance right after these messages. Let me see the timing.
Well, all you know what time it is take the stage. All you take the stage is back once again.
It was really interesting. My favorite thing about being a part of it, I guess, would be, all the love and support that, everyone was getting and the hypeness. So, great is the outcome.
So now, bring him to the stage, Mr. Aaron Eiffel.
My favorite thing about Take the Stage is the fact that it is an open mic forum where artists and creatives can come and showcase their God-given talents. I myself started off on the open mic circuit, and that kind of gave me the confidence to step out and become a solo artist and stuff. So yeah, that's my favorite part of it, that platform that they create for up and coming performers and creatives. Yeah, I really appreciate that about them.
So now I'll be bringing Miss Kirby Moses to the stage.
Hi, my name is Kirby Moses, and I am a poet who has previously participated in the Roots Take the Stage show. Every single time that I did, my art was accepted with open arms and a general air of motivation and encouragement to continue my craft. Roots stays true to their slogan of keeping oral traditions alive, because the show is full of diversity. You get storytelling, you get extempo, you get calypso, anything that you could possibly think of, you get poetry. It's amazing, and that is what I love about it. That is what I love about the show. The levels, the variations. It's real. It's good vibes all the time.
We have no stranger to take the stage, and he goes by the name of Screwface.
This is Screwface, and I submit my videos to Roots Foundation TT to get exposure. Yes, exposure online. You understand? Because they have thousands of followers around the world. And when they have their Take the Stage online since the COVID, is millions of people watching you. So exposure. So Roots Foundation TT Take the Stage to me means exposure. You dig?
So now, bringing to the stage, we have another singer. And she goes by the name of Miss Shannon Francois. And what we want her to do, we want her to take the stage.
Hi guys, my name is Shannon Francois and I'm a singer-songwriter. I have always been fascinated with words and the power that they have, and Take the Stage has been such a creative forum for the usage of words in a creative way and even backed by music, and I saw it as such a relevant venture that shouldn't be taken for granted.
So I bring into the stage none other than a familiar face. My brother, pick up Mark Howell Paul again.
This is Mark Howell Paul again. Take the Stage has been actually my first ever open mic experience, and it really was, I can remember that day, you know, it really was a great experience being able to perform for the first time at an open mic event, and through that I've been able to secure many other paid opportunities to perform, which is a good thing for an artist, and it has also provided me with opportunities to network with other people and to meet other people and, you know, connect and make connections and build relationships and stuff, which have been able to benefit me now in my stage in my artistic journey. So I just want to give a big shout to Roots Foundation for all the positive work that you're doing, especially for this young generation. Real shouts out to kudos. This Take the Stage is a great opportunity. So yeah, blessings.
Hey, that was our vibes. Come on. Thank you very much for coming to Take the Stage. And I just want to say thank you for staying with us throughout the show, and it's been a vibe. So until next time, until next Take the Stage, it's been your boy Isaiah Wayne John. Peace.
Normal. And we are back on, yeah. You know, I hope you enjoy that. You know, big up Take the Stage the other day. We had some, you know, a little thing, a couple of Take the Stage reruns. Had a handsome host, whoever he was, wherever he was in the distance. God, he was good looking. Anyways, I just want to carry on and, you know, big up a couple more of the judges. Big up two more of the judges one time. So, our next judge is Harmony Farrell. Harmony is currently pursuing her master's degree in cultural studies at the University of the West Indies. She is based in her home country of Trinidad and Tobago, after having completed her bachelor's in theatre and performance with creative writing from the Guildford School of Acting / University of Surrey. She has been writing, performing, and teaching spoken word poetry for 9 years, and has been a dancer and theatre performer all of her life. She is the current recipient of the Youth Writer Award from the Bocas Literature Festival for her blogs on Caribbean culture and the arts. Harmony, thank you, and you are more than qualified to be here. Thank you very much. And our last host, and our next host, we have next judge. What am I saying host for? This is my job. Why are you trying to give up my job? Our next judge is, I had to hit a little zoom on this one. 1 second. Oh yeah. Oh God, I need glasses. Might I need glasses? I might need glasses, everybody. This is a strange way of finding out. Our next judge, he is an international judge. Yeah. Okay, nice. No noise? Cool. Our last judge is Sian Nanton. Sian is a Trinidadian-born editor, author, and poet based in Brooklyn, New York, USA. His passion for poetry inspired him to take on editing and instructional roles, both online and offline. Sian has earned a master's degree from Southern New Hampshire University in writing, and as a writer, Sian Nanton has worked with international programs such as the Roots Foundation, an organization dedicated to the development of independent poets. Hey, look, we make it. Big up, we. In addition to writing, Cian spends plenty of time taking photographs. He believes that photography adds a layer of inspiration and observation, creating a third dimension for his writing. That, y'all, is our judges for the semifinals of the Roots Poetry Slam. Big up them. Thank you to all of you doing. Yeah, all you could clap is the people. All you had to get on the good side. These people determining whether or not you're making finals. Come on, all you have to clap. So, I'm just going to glance slowly over to the right, and yes, we are good. Now, y'all, I know all you're seeing some live performances, and this next one is live, but it's going to look a little different. That is because we have a poet coming in from the sister isle. All you thought is just Trinidadian poets? Yeah, make noise. Make noise for Tobago, make noise, niceness. So, coming in next, we have a poet coming from Tobago. Big up and welcome to the stage. It's Gabrielle Murray.
No woman no cry, no woman no cry. Hey little darling, don't dry no tears. No woman no cry. She tried to keep her head held high even when she had to carry like balance bucket on brow part of the sky, even when she was chosen to cry because they were chosen to die. She tried to look strong. Cutlass swinging, cane cutting, she singing her song about a day of freedom. Even when her back hurt from the hard work and her heart ache from her worst mistake. So don't cry. Why? How? When her child, her daughter, her son would become just another slave. She tried to be brave. Even on the days when dauntiness meant spare the babe the curse of his complexion. Two blacks don't make a white, a twisted type of affection. Still her two wrongs could never make a right. She tried to wear the smile on her face. Even when she failed to save the next generation, the pen torn from their hands at the very introduction, deep underground there lived thousands of unfinished stories. She tried to act tough when lifeless bodies were tossed into what they were treated like. A pile of dirt when her stomach churned at how merciless they were fed to the earth in less than a final breath. Even though she did know, she had hate, that death was still a better fate. Faith. It was what kept her head held high, what made her look strong, be brave, wear the smile on her face, act tough. If faith was not enough, she would have drowned in tears. Every time the whip crack, every time a lash slash, a back and black bled red, every time they were beat like crap, fed only scraps, every time one by one they collapsed in the sun, every time undressed, they were more or less molest in the dark, every time they were backed upon. But faith, it was all she had to the name they gave her. She gave her children this bit of heaven since she couldn't deliver them from the hell they were delivered into. The few chapters before happily ever after in the deep underground where laughs of liberty resound. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright.
Everything is gonna be alright, yeah. Everything is gonna be alright. Watch now, I needed that. I needed that reassurance that everything is going to be alright because it is. Everything's going to be A-OK. Earlier that was Gabrielle Murray coming out of Tobago, and she is also representing the 2 Cents movement. So big up earlier one more time. Everybody, thank you all for coming out. But don't leave yet. We have 2 more performances to go through. Now, this next performer, I can't make the joke no more. She's not the only poet again. She's not the only poet. He proved us wrong. This next performer is she's a little new in the scene, but she say, you know what, I'm going to come out and mash up all earlier. And for the past couple months, she was the poet of the family. But today, I can't make that joke again for obvious reasons. She's still the this just in, she is still the poet of the family, I am being told. You'll see why. Coming to the stage next, we have Lily Villafana. Lily, come true.
She closed her eyes to escape from her reality, hoping that she would see what she hoped would be a way to escape from her real-life bondages. But instead, Alice's eyes remained wide open, blinking rapidly because she was mentally driven by the very fact she saw two twins, Tweedledum and Tweedledee, a Mad Hatter with hats decorated crazily, serving cups of tea, wondering how it may be as to why a raven is like a writing desk. She also embarked upon a cat named Chess, as well as a queen, whose motto is, roses are red, they will never be blue, off with everyone's head, and nothing else will ever do. I apologize on Alice's behalf. She didn't mean to be this way. It was simply because society made her this way. Desires, depression, mental health caused divisions. Now it's up to Alice to make her own decision. Alice has a voice. She has something to say. I have something to say. I'm Alice. You may know me from Wonderland. All you saw was a whimsical adventure, but to me it was to escape something bland. The only taste I ever got was the blood after the strike of a hand. No slaps hits harder than the slap of being brought down by a man. Now here I am, fighting to find my inner peace, waiting to enter that land but have no lease, converting different messages all at the same time. Nothing like a rhyme, but it only takes time. Drowning in minutes and minutes after minutes, running so slow I thought seconds as fill it, struggling now, cause patience and time was never my prime. Drowning in minutes and minutes after minutes, seconds after seconds, months after months, weeks after weeks, years after years, decades after decades. The phones are ringing. The timekeeper's clocks are ticking. The high-frequency vibrations are singing. The nails on my coffin are blinging. Deep underground lies me. It's time. But how is it so if I can't get out of my own mind? Thank you.
Oh yeah. Come, keep clapping, keep clapping. No, let us cut off them applause real early, boy. No applause? Okay, well, niceness. Just had a beg for it, boy. Lily Villafana, everybody, that was our youngest performer in the show. Our youngest performer, I believe, I was told she was 15. Lily can confirm, 15? Yes, sir. 15 on a I just saying, one of them is 25, one is 15, and I can't tell the difference, you know, but all of that said, we're going to leave that right there. Thank you once again, Lily, for that amazing performance. And you all, we have almost come to the end of our show. We have one more performer coming and take the stage. And from this 10, it's supposed to cut down to 7, but wow, I really glad I was not a judge for real. Anyways, nice. So, coming to the stage next, we have a young lady who has been here before. In 2020, she come and make the finals. And then in 2021, she has come RPS again. And what happened again? She make the finals. So, she come again, and it's amazing now. Let me see what happens again. Now, some of you might already know who I'm talking about, but for those who don't, help me in welcoming Kelsey Brown to the stage. Kelsey, come through.
By definition, the core is the part of something that is central to its character, meaning that traits stem from that innermost layer. The fruits we bear is based on the ground that we root ourselves in, the beliefs that we hold. Therefore, the core should explain all this rotting fruit, the problems we face today. So I pick up my shovel, Decide to do some digging. Clear the land, unpack the dirt, move past perfume plastic roses, burrow a tunnel of truth. I just didn't realize how many skeletons would be hidden in this garden. Nevertheless, I pressed into the soil and exposed dry, barren sand, housing very little life. Now, this is only the first layer, but we already below the poverty line. Here, humans can't access basic needs. Welfare is a joke, and social support is but a dream. You see, those in power plant seeds in the soil of our minds and have us believe that there just isn't enough. Yet they serve their own interests, sprinkle fertilizer in their garden, throw dirt in our faces. This imagined notion of scarcity trumps their compassion, which is what is supposed to make them human, because I wonder, how can they stomach their fellow man's empty stomach? Surely this must be the worst. Can we stoop even lower? As I unearth another layer of rotting soil, I discover how humans get high off power, drunk on ego, and become gluts of supremacy. How exploitation becomes second nature so long as their books boast of black and their paycheck is fat, but their workers are the opposite. Red from exhaustion and way too thin. The sweat of underpaid, overworked laborers fills the overflowing pockets of another, and yet still there isn't enough. A small fish in a big pond still can't eat. What are the odds? I excavate further, but all this dust can make your eyes itchy, make it red with melancholy, or even make you see red. As I delve deeper into the crust, my palms begin to itch as if they'll never hold enough cash. Catch my breath for a minute, shake off this money-grubbing feeling, but isn't it in my nature too? Aren't we all a little selfish? You see, deep underground there lives greed. Deep underground there lives greed. Deep underground there lives greed. And deep underground there lives greed. Underground there lives greed. Underground there lives greed. As I reveal the core, I watch ordinary people just like you and me fall to the top, to the surface, but at what cost? The layers of dirt, stone, and rock mesh into each other. And the separation between greed and ambition become muddy. Not that there's anything wrong with the latter. I just wonder how far we'll go with it.
Yeah, keep it going. Give some extra love now. Yeah, man, keep pushing through. That is okay. Kelsey, thank you very much, and you all. That brings us to the end of the show. You know, I have a little list here. A couple of people I need to thank. Else I'll lose my job. So I want to say a couple of thank yous. First and foremost, going out to Epidemic Studios. You know, this space didn't just make itself. You know, we come. They were so gracious to let us use this space for our semi-finals. You know, big up them. Yeah, nice. Thank you, everybody. Empty room, please. Thank you. So I'll go in and say it once more. Big up Epidemic Studios. Thank you. Very nice. I want to big up the founder and general manager of the Roots Foundation, Mr. Mtima Solwazi. Thank you for giving us this path to create and to explore. I want to big up the whole Roots team. You know, I want to big up Josanne Sylvester, our project manager. I will clap for every name. There's a graduation. You're clapping for every name that go. Just now I seen his name down here again. So big up Isaiah. Big up Kirby on the graphics. And big up me. I like that a lot. The hostess with enough. I'll copyright that. Nice. So, you know, I want to big up Manny Media. You know, I'll leave out somebody from the Roots team because this man does do too much. But I couldn't because he come and perform a poem. He's not the media man no more. Big up Emmanuel Villafana, big up Manny Media. You know, I want to big up all the poets in the community, all the poets who come out tonight. You know, big up everybody who on the live stream, all the viewers. Yeah. Big up the judges. Oh, I could forget. I'm joking, I didn't forget the judges, you know. And everybody, thank you. And thank yourself for coming out. And big up the Roots Foundation. Big up, yeah. Big up Roots Foundation. I just want to say, You all need to stay locked in on our socials because the results coming out this week, Tuesday morning. I'll hear that first Tuesday morning. Results will be out and you'd see who in the finals and who not. And if you didn't make it, that is okay. You're keeping it pushing. So, stay locked into our social medias, Roots Foundation TT on Facebook and Roots Foundation 868 on the Instagrams. Y'all, I have been Jaron Reyes. You have been YouTube and Facebook. And this has been the Roots Poetry Slam 2022. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you very shortly.